Okay, hey, my name's John Lenz. I'm back again. Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company in Mansfield, Missouri. We're in the tropical greenhouse, greenhouse number 2 here. Behind me you can see some bananas. This house contains bananas and papayas and star fruit and 20 other tropical type items. We grow the bananas in here and use them in the restaurant and just eat them off the bunch. Each bunch can weigh up to 40 pounds. You get one bunch per mature tree. The nice thing about bananas is the roots never seem to die, and they'll resprout and regrow, and that you can have the same banana plant for years. We grow dwarf Manoa, Manzano, and dwarf Cavendish and several other varieties in here. Bananas like a rich, high potassium soil and love water. These plants will put on a new leaf every week, and the dwarf ones in here, we have a 22-foot ceiling, and I have some of them that are bumped up against the ceiling, and they're still dwarf varieties. They require pruning because the leaves don't last very long. We enjoy the bananas. They're subject to several pests, and because this greenhouse is so humid and so warm, we have several issues with mealybugs and black sooty mold that we fight with constantly. This bunch behind me is a dwarf Cavendish. It's gonna be ready here in probably a month. Then we'll pull it off the tree, cut the tree down, take the bananas down to the restaurant and eat them. That's about all I got on bananas. I'm gonna show you some of our papayas. We got several trees growing right here. We grow half a dozen papaya trees in this greenhouse. We use the fruit and eat it when it's ripe. We also use it in ice cream and other desserts and make a green papaya salad in the restaurant for lunch some days. These papayas like a well-drained soil. They require a lot of potassium and magnesium. They're hollow-stemmed and relatively short-lived. After 3 years, you're supposed to remove them because they'll quit producing heavily. We get about 40 pounds of papaya a year per tree. These are female trees. There's also male trees and bisexual trees. The male trees we just remove because they're not really required. These are heavy feeders, and because they grow fast and they produce fruit, so they're going to want a lot of food, nitrogen, NPK, and mag, and especially potassium. We have a ripe one here that's probably 75% ripe. We'll show you what this looks like. There you can see the papaya flesh, all the seeds. These seeds will germinate. You can take these seeds, even the store-bought papaya, and run them through a germination cycle, and some of them will germinate. Not all of them, but some of them will. You can grow your own papayas. These are relatively easy and relatively quick. If you're in a warm climate, they'll grow outside year-round. If you're in a more temperate climate, you'll have to move them indoors in the fall as soon as it starts getting cold enough to freeze. It's a very rich and tasty fruit. Very sweet, and I think it's high in vitamin C. So, if you're looking for an interesting fruit to grow to impress your neighbors, you might want to try papayas. Good stuff. I want to talk about the structure of this greenhouse a little bit. This is 42 foot wide and 90 foot long. It's got a 22-foot ceiling in it. You need a pretty good ceiling if you're going to grow bananas. It's polycarbonate, twin wall polycarbonate covered. It's heated with propane. Got 2 propane heaters in here. Also, there's a swimming pool in here that Jerry uses, and that helps regulate the temperature and provide additional humidity. The floor is concrete poured except for the planting area, which is about 30 feet by 70 feet, where everything's growing in ground. We have half a dozen circulation fans in here to keep the air moving, extremely important in a tropical house. A pair of exhaust fans and a pair of vents to exhaust the humid air. Again, it's a tropical house, so it's extra humid and extra hot in here. Try to keep the fans running 24 hours a day. The soil's a little thick. We have oak chip mulch on top of it, so it doesn't require much water in the winter because the condensation dripping off the roof pretty much makes it self-watering. Also causes problems with disease. If you need more information or want to contact us, we're at Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Company, and you can find us on the web at rareseeds.com.